Long ago, deep in a forest, there was a village called Mayooravana. It was so peaceful that people believed gods themselves protected it. Clear rivers flowed through green fields, birds sang sweetly, and the temple bells rang every dawn and dusk. Villagers were humble, always ready to welcome travelers with fruit, water, and shelter. Children's laughter filled the riverbanks, and elders shared stories under ancient trees. At the village's heart stood an old temple. Priests offered flowers, lit lamps, and chanted mantras that filled the air with devotion. For years, Mayooravana prospered under this grace. But as the harvests grew rich, pride grew too. Wealth made people arrogant. They believed their fortune was their own doing. Fewer came to the temple, old rituals faded, and elders' warnings were ignored. Some mocked tradition and turned away the needy. Deep in the forest, Agni Muni, a wise sage, felt the village's faith fading. He walked barefoot to the village, carrying only a pot of holy water. Sitting under a peepal tree, he prayed for them. Birds perched calmly, deer stood close, but villagers laughed. Look at this hermit. He thinks he can scare us. Agni Muni opened his eyes and declared, "Your pride will destroy you. May your rivers dry, your fields wither, and no child be born until you remember humility." Thunder rumbled. Storm clouds gathered. Soon the rivers cracked into dust, crops died, and the temple bells fell silent. No child was born. Fear spread through Mayooravana, but it was too late. At the village's edge, Dharmanthi and Sumangala stayed faithful. Though poor, they prayed by the dry riverbed every day. When travelers came, they shared what little they had: a sip of water, a handful of fruit, a kind word. Even in hunger, they never gave up hope. One night, Sumangala dreamed of a radiant goddess who touched her forehead. "Your faith will break this curse. A blessed child will be born," she whispered. Sumangala woke with tears of gratitude. Months passed, and she conceived. On the night her baby was born, gentle rain fell after many years. A small stream trickled through the dry riverbed. Flowers bloomed on bare trees. On the baby's forehead shone a tiny crescent moon, a sign of the divine. They named him Amrutesha, the immortal blessing. With Amrutesha's first cry, Mayooravana came alive again. Birds returned to nest, deer and peacocks grazed by the flowing river. The temple bells rang once more. Priests offered flowers and prayers. Children's laughter returned to the riverbanks, and fields turned green again. The villagers, once so proud, bowed before Dharmanthi's door. They learned that wealth means nothing without faith and humility. Every year they celebrate Amrutesha's birth, teaching children that true devotion can break any curse. And so, Mayooravana's rivers flow again, the bells ring, and its story lives on, a reminder that blessings come to hearts that remain pure.